So I wanted to have a serious conversation about the Charleston White versus Sean Cotton from Say Cheese and why I feel this is going to be a huge game changer in the future. Because before I knew who Charleston White was, I didn't see him anywhere except Say Cheese. And when I started watching his videos, I thought it was hilarious. I thought he had some wild takes, but it gave him a platform to really get his opportunity to get on, right? So I'm not saying that it was only Charleston White that put himself on, or Sean Cotton from Say Cheese that put him on, but he gave him the platform to put him on. So I think that's a huge part of Charleston's White celebrity right now. It's the fact that he was on a platform like Say Cheese where people were familiar with, but he just skyrocketed to the moon. So that's what happened. But with that being said, now Charleston White's took an approach where he's pretty much dissing Say Cheese, and he's saying, you know what? I think streaming is where it's at. YouTube isn't where it's at. And I'm going to be working with Aiden Ross. Let me explain something to you. Aiden Ross is one of the biggest culture vultures on the planet. He doesn't really care about hip hop. He doesn't really care about black culture. All he cares about is money. And at the end of the day, that's exactly why he's using Charleston White as a black content creator to basically gain his clout and to put money in his pocket. Because before Sean Cotton did his interviews, nobody knew who Charleston White was. It was only until you watched him on Say Cheese, and now all of a sudden he's bigger than life, and he's tag teaming up with Aiden Ross and meeting all these big, huge streamers. Now all of a sudden, everyone knows who he is, and he's the streaming's uncle now, right? But here's the problem. There's actually a war happening between YouTube and streamers. People don't really see it, but it's happening. And what they're doing is they're trying to stop people from creating content on YouTube and making maximum dollars on YouTube. And they're trying to push people into the direction of watching live streams. Now, there's some good streamers out there. There's some really good shows, some great things you can watch. But a lot of people aren't geared towards that. We've been watching YouTube for over a decade and a half. So we're used to watching stuff strictly on YouTube. But they're trying to push people in the direction of streaming. And the way they're doing that is because they're waging war with Charleston White, someone as a YouTuber, now going against one of the biggest hip-hop YouTubes are out there. So it just goes to show you that there's going to be a culture shift moving forward. And a lot of these people who are culture vultures like Aiden Ross are going to push people to say they don't want to do their content on YouTube anymore. They want to do their stuff live. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think there's a war happening between YouTube and streamers? Comment below, share this video. I'll see you in the next one.